What's going on, Junkie Nation? Gorgeous George and Goes, always catching up with the top stars in combat sports. We're going to talk to a former boxing champ and current BKFC champ, Austin Trout. Good to have you back on the show. How are you, sir?
I'm great. I'm great. It's great to be back, y'all. Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, let's talk about this big fight coming up. I
Yeah,
know
man.
you did some keys to victory with us that we're going to air on our watch along on Saturday, folks. Don't forget to tune in to the watch along that Goes and I will be doing starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. But Austin Trout, I have no doubt, considering your clout, that you can talk about this upcoming bout. Do you think it's going to be close? Or do you think it's going to be a rout?
I think it's gonna be close, man. I love the Ali rhyming you had there, baby. I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna be a good fight. At least for a while. I think Crawford is stronger than we are giving him credit for. Remember that man is a wrestler, and I
Yeah.
have seen him manhandle heavyweight wrestlers before. So I do. I think the styles make fights. Crawford has a style to give Canelo problems. Canelo, who's just an amazing fighter all around, has great experience fighting all kinds of different fighters and success in all the different styles. I think he will make his adjustments. It's really gonna see if Crawford will be able to adjust to the adjustments.
I heard Crawford's walking around at 180.
It
And
looks
yeah,
like.
yeah, we're familiar with his wrestling background as well. Strong fella. Um, but he's never fought at more than 154. So you still got to, you build up the body, and then can that engine function for as long, considering I'm sure he gets plenty of rounds in, and getting those rounds in is super important, but still Canelo on fight night is a whole different thing, right?
That's true. But let's not forget Canelo did it. He did it with Kovalev, and he came out quite all right. Roy Jones Jr. did it with uh, Ruiz,
Hmm.
and he came out quite all right. So it's all the greats do it, have done it, and let's see if Crawford can make those adjustments. He look again. Canelo naturally is not. His frame, what I mean, his height. He's not that big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Crawford's frame naturally, he's much bigger than 130 pounder. Really is. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see who put on the weight the right way.
Yeah, no, exactly. Um, you fought Canelo in a stadium about 12 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Is that the same Canelo that fights nowadays? Are there a lot of attributes that still remain the same, and perhaps maybe you can explain what is still there and what's different?
No, absolutely not. He's definitely grown and evolved as a fighter. When I fought Canelo, I think he was like 23 or 24. I was 27 at the time. And, after 12 years, I would hope that, a fighter doesn't stay the same. I don't feel like I'm the same fighter after 12 years. So he's definitely a different fight. He's more of a complete fighter. He's got a lot more experience. He learned a lot from those losses to Floyd and to Bivol, and you can tell he tried to make sure his game became a little bit more bulletproof. So something like that wouldn't happen again. Um, at the same time, too, some wear and tear may have taken some toll on his body as well. He may not be as fresh as he was at 23, but he doesn't seem to show much sign of slowing down.
Austin, in mixed martial arts and in boxing, but I feel like it
Mhm.
happens more in mixed martial arts. The first maybe half of the round can sometimes tell the whole story. We'll see it and we'll go, I know exactly how the rest of this fight's going to play out.
Mhm.
In this fight, how long do you think it'll take? How many rounds or how many minutes do you feel like it'll take before you have a good understanding of what we're probably going to see the rest of that fight?
Honestly, because Crawford, it takes him a while to start getting on, and it kind of for Canelo too. I don't think we're gonna know what's gonna happen until about the sixth, seventh round, and it might come all the way down to the ninth or tenth round that we can't see the clear winner or not. I think it's going to be a close fight, and I think it's going to be hard to tell until we get to the later rounds. That's when we're going to know if Crawford's still strong enough or if Canelo's
Mhm.
too strong.
I've told you this before. I feel like you frustrated Canelo Alvarez a lot. And I feel like that was what made Floyd want to fight Canelo at that moment. And I
Mhm.
think he capitalized on those frustrations as well. Do you think Canelo has shored up that part of his game, like through maturing in boxing and all that? Because I still kind of feel like what Crawford can do is a lot of what you did, a lot of what Floyd can do, because of the pressure that's on the bigger guy, right? If we were in
Yeah.
high school, if a freshman's going up to fight a junior, you better hope that junior mops the floor with him, right? I feel like that's the same pressure that Canelo has. He's the bigger guy. Crawford's coming up to his world. I think there's a lot of pressure too. What do you think of all that?
No, I definitely agree with you. You know, Canelo's got a lot. It's kind of I don't want to say a lose lose. He gets all the respect in my book for taking this fight because it's a risky fight, and there may not be a lot of glory for him if he does win, but us real fighters know what this fight does mean for the boxing world. It's a great fight to be made. Um, with that said, it will be on Canelo to force the action just stylistically wise, not even talking about outside pressure to make mop the floor, this, that, and there. I just think it's in his best interest to push the pressure and to push the action. And where Crawford's gonna want to kind of sit back and try to counter maybe, but he can't dictate the pace. You know what I mean? I think one of the keys to victory I didn't mention earlier is e- either one of them got to dictate the pace.
Mhm.
In your career, you're 39, but you haven't lost like in 6 years in any form of competition. I think your last boxing match was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Have you heard the purses that they're giving out for this one? I think they're reporting that Canelo is going to take home 150 and Crawford's going to take home 50. And I think Canelo also has a rematch clause. I don't know if things level out or what happens. I'm not saying he's going to lose. I haven't really made my final pick yet. But does any of that tempt you?
Oh yeah. If they man, come on, boxing, call me back. I will glove up to get one of those checks. That's my first love. Even though boxing it's done me dirty, it's also been a big blessing in my life. So I still feel good. Like you said, I'm 39 years young, about to be 40, and still beating up young kids in the gym as we speak.
Well, has anyone called or
No,
in
no,
these
it
last
really
few
it's just
years?
been all bare knuckles. It's just been all bare knuckles, and I'm actually going for another run at 155 because I'm the 165 champion BKFC,
Hmm.
and I got a date December 5th for a title eliminator, and I'm gonna go for my third world title, second sport, second weight in that sport.
Feldman
Triple
would
champ.
let you bounce the boxing to get a bag, right, and still come back to bare
I
knuckle.
believe so. I believe he would. Ain't no
Yeah,
believe, yeah, I know he would.
I mean, he comes from boxing. He's got to understand that's some stupid money they're giving out
That's where we
nowadays.
met first. Yeah, we met it. He promoted one of my fights, or one of the cards I was on back on PBC days.
I
Mhm.
remember that. Yeah. Um, December, is that going to be against Luis Palomino in bare knuckle? Because I saw him recently do a video where he's
Yeah,
saying that he's not fighting in September, but he's fighting in December, and he's
that's
hoping
right.
with you or something. Is can you confirm that?
Yes, confirming Luis Palomino's retirement party is December 5th. First, he's gonna get beat up, but then the after party will be his retirement party. If he doesn't want to throw it, I'll throw it for him. My after party is Luis Palomino's retirement party. Pull up. It's gonna be a good night.
The first missile has been launched. All right, I like it. Where's this taking place?
It's probably Miami, Hard Rock Hotel,
December 5th.
December 5th. Yes,
So you
sir.
called it a title eliminator a second ago. That's why I was thrown off. But is it a title
Yeah.
fight?
It's not a title fight. It'll be a title eliminator for the 155. So Ben
Mm.
Bonner and Frank Tanavia, they fight next month. And the winner between me and Palomino and the winner between Bonner and Tanavia will face off for the title. So me and I'm assuming maybe Bonner, but Tenali has a punch. It doesn't matter. I'm whooping all of them. They're all getting smashed.
Our mom's Peruvian, just like Luis
Oh,
Palomino.
really? I'm
So
sorry for that.
no, we're proud to be Peruvian, but
Uh,
we love you too. But we also are fans of Luis Palomino.
I'm fans.
I've enjoyed watching the rivalry. You both have had successes. I mean, he's arguably the best bare knuckler ever, man, with all the two titles and the title defenses. What I'm getting
I
at
agree.
though is I'd love to see Trout versus Palomino in Estadio Monumental in Lima,
Let's go.
Peru.
I'd love to go do that. I
Yeah.
would love to do it because one thing I do know about Peruvians is that the food is amazing.
Yeah, you guys might end up fighting at heavyweight if you stay there too long. Good.
As long as we agree, you're like, hey, you down? I'm down. Let's go. Let's eat.
Have you tried it, or is this all you just heard about it?
No. I've had it.
Oh, okay.
One of my coworkers, we used to, fix up houses. He was Peruvian, straight from there. In fact, and he would cook every day, and he would bring his lunch. I'm like, yo, what you got over there? So he invited me over, and he would cook, and steaks and just good vegetables, some good sauce. I can't remember what it's called, but it was fire.
It's the number one cuisine in the world, according to some. Did you know that?
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
Like if you Google just top cuisines in the world and you look at like 3 or 4 of them, it definitely won't be outside the top 5. Most of the time it's in the top 3, and sometimes it's the number one cuisine in the world.
Wow. All right.
And
Oh my God,
this year, the number one restaurant in the world is from Lima.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're trying to hook you up with a trip to Peru.
I'm trying to go. Hey, tell Luis I'm down. I do that. This is what I do. I go to people's backyards and I beat them up.
Like Kimbo Slice?
That's what I do.
Have you ever done that type of bare knuckle, like in the streets when you were younger?
Yeah. That's my first fist fight was a bare knuckle fight for real.
Oh yeah, for money, or you and some sophomore were settling a beef?
Yeah, it's just the ops was in my face. I was scared for my safety. I had to punch him in the face. Got punched back. Went home.
You still remember the dude's name?
Chisholm. Shout out to Chisholm. He ended up became my friend later. Yeah, we got a fist fight. Then there's John.
God, he must have got teased a lot. Chisholm was his name?
Yeah, that was his name. He did get teased a lot. But he said
who won the fight? You won the fight?
I mean, it was little kids. We both.
That sounds like you lost.
I don't think I lost.
Maybe we need to be giving props to Chisholm.
I didn't lose all the time. We fought a lot.
Okay.
It's a trilogy.
Yeah,
all right. We'll give him a shout out then. He actually hung with a future boxing champion and a current bare knuckle champion. Austin
we can run it back, Chisholm, though. We can run it back.
Oh, Chisholm, CH. All right, okay.
Chisholm.
Okay.
Chisholm.
I thought you said Jism. All right.
Right. God bless him, man. It wasn't that bad.
All right. Shout out to Chisholm if he watches. Shout out to you, Austin Trout, for the time as always. We always have fun chopping it up here on MMA Junkie Radio. But your knowledge will be a blessing to our audience on Saturday, because we're going to play all these breakdowns. And coming from a former boxing champ, one that shared the squared circle with Canelo, is invaluable. So thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, y'all. Yeah, have a good one.
All right, you too.